Hey guys, it's Sasha. I posted my very first YouTube video on the 24th of March 2020, which is just over a year ago. And I wanted to share how much I've been able to earn on my channel during that first year. Now, I started out on YouTube while running my other business, while having a bunch of other projects on the go. So it was definitely something I was only doing part-time at the beginning. However, as time went on, as I got some traction, as I got into it, as I learned how to do YouTube, I began focusing a lot more of my attention on it. And now I am full-time on the platform. One thing to remember is that my results here are very much not typical. I've had an extremely good first year, and I was very lucky in many ways. So it may well be that other people who put the same amount of effort and who maybe are far better than I am at YouTube may not be able to replicate those results. However, I started with absolutely nothing. I never made videos before. I had no idea how to make videos. I didn't know what I was doing, and my very first videos for the very first few weeks of the first few months were really not very good. So in that sense, I hope this actually inspires a few people to go and learn, because you definitely can do this, knowing absolutely nothing when you first start. So anyway, let's dive into the numbers. First, let's talk about the growth of my channel. From the end of March when I started, it took me until early May to hit my first 100 subscribers. That's a little over 40 days. I then got to 500 subscribers just before I hit the 3-month mark in late June, and I broke through 1,000 at the beginning of August. I actually had one video that went viral, which is a whole separate topic. So things were going incredibly well, given that I had absolutely no idea about making YouTube videos. I continued working at it, and I had steady growth throughout the beginning of February when I improved the number of things on my channel. I focused on better content. I focused on producing more content, and things really began working for me really well. So I went from about 7,000 subscribers at the beginning of February to 11,300 subscribers at the beginning of March to 15,700 at the end of March. This is completely bonkers level of growth. You'll notice I had a few other things going on at the end of March, which meant that I didn't spend that much time on YouTube, and in the first 2 weeks of April as well, and that meant that my numbers have more recently slowed down. Also, there's a factor which is the last bit of the Q4 period and through to Q1 in every single year is the hot time for personal finance. That's when people are making lots of financial decisions, they're doing their financial planning, they're making use of any investing opportunities, because at the end of the financial year, that tends to be the time when people are sitting at home during the winter being interested in finance, and that generally changes, and the summer is sort of the low season. So as a combination of that, it does mean that for the next few months, I'm expecting my channel growth and the revenue I'm able to earn to actually drop. But anyway, let's talk about how much I actually made, starting with YouTube ads as the most popular way of earning money on YouTube. I got monetized when I reached my 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in August last year. And on my very first day of being monetized, I earned $11, which is actually a lot. I was extremely pumped when that came through. I couldn't believe the numbers. That was incredible. In my first month on YouTube, I earned $404, which was a really good start. And since then, through to January, my numbers actually were growing really nicely, really steadily. In September, I earned $435, in October, $656, $800 in November, a little drop in December because of a million different reasons. Not all of my videos did particularly well. I earned $702, and in January I earned $1,076. Now you can see that although the numbers are growing and they're doing really well, my channel was getting kind of steady, slow-paced growth, and by no means was exploding. I was only making just over $1,000 in January, but I was still putting in a huge amount of time and a huge amount of work into it. But then things really began growing for me in February and March this year. In February, I earned $2,169. That's more than double my total for January, which is pretty incredible. In March, my ad revenue went up to $3,240. Now, I expect, again, as I said, that this number will drop in April. My growth has slowed down. The ad revenue is always higher in the last month of every quarter, which March was one of them. So in total, across my first 12 months on YouTube, I earned $9,482 from ads, which is really, really good. My playback CPM was $18.48. That's how much advertisers pay per 1,000 views on my channel. Now, this is interesting because my RPM, how much I earn after YouTube takes their cut, was $10.42. That's actually a really good number for YouTube, and it's higher than most channels. I apologize, I'm using dollars here because dollars make far more sense for an international audience, and that's what most of my other earnings are in as well. So that's the base currency, although I'm based in the UK and I actually spend my money in pounds. Anyway, ads are not the only way in which I earn money on YouTube. In fact, I earned far more money from affiliates. Now, affiliates are companies that pay you money when you refer customers to them. So these companies have absolutely no relationship or effect on my content. But if I have a link in my description and people go and click that link to go and buy something or sign up for something, I will get a small kickback in order for the privilege of sending people their way. Now, I started out trying to do Amazon affiliate. I tried to go and put links to my camera gear because that's what everyone else on YouTube does, right? Well, that didn't go well at all. Amazon only lets me show the last 90 days at a time, and I managed to earn a whopping £14.53 from January to March this year. You'll notice a drop off in the clicks from sort of middle of March onwards, and that's because I stopped putting the Amazon affiliate links on my videos because they literally do absolutely nothing for me. They earn me nothing, they get me nothing, so I've just stopped putting them on. The big earners, however, on the affiliate front for me have been the investing apps. I'm a member of 3 different affiliate programs: Free Trade, Trading 212, and Etoro. Now, there are lots of others out there. There's almost every platform out there has an affiliate program. However, I only use the ones that I actually personally like, I actually personally use, and I feel that I can speak a lot about. So I don't go and do what some other people do and go and have an affiliate link for every single app out there. Now, Free Trade and Trade 212 pay you by giving you a free share every single time somebody goes and uses your link and signs up. That's exactly the same as what the person using your link actually gets. So essentially, it's like a very fair exchange. They get the same benefit as you get for sending them to the platform. Trading 212 has paid more per account. They average about £11.36 per free share for me, and Free Trade earned me an average of £6.20. However, since end of January, Trading 212 has stopped booking new accounts. So although I was earning a reasonable amount from them, that stopped, and I haven't been earning any money from them really ever since. Between the 2 of those, I managed to send over 1,500 people through to them to sign up for an account in my first year. And I only started doing this sometime in September, October. So the numbers are really good, and they've been increasing quite substantially over the last few months. As with ads, I'm expecting a big drop off in April because the new financial year and people are not so interested in personal finance, but hopefully it'll continue earning a reasonable amount. Now, in the US, there are similar programs with some of the bigger platforms over there, but they pay considerably more. So if I was over there, maybe things would be even better. But then there's Etoro. Now, Etoro doesn't pay in free shares. They pay in commission, which is in dollars, which depends on which country your customer comes from. They actually pay a lot more than others. I probably should have done way more content about Etoro and focused a lot more on them, but I haven't been doing that because I was trying to focus on content, on doing the right thing for my viewers, on doing the best possible interesting stuff instead. Now, you can earn up to $250 per customer or more. The program is flexible. There's lots of weird and wonderful rules in there, but that's a lot of money. However, people have to go and make an account and make a big initial deposit of over $200, and people joining get no benefit for using your link. There's no free share. There's no any reason for them to actually go and use your link. So naturally, as a result, very few people actually go and use those links. And so although they pay considerably more, you get far less people clicking, so it kind of balances out in that way. Now, Etoro also paid me for 3 videos where I ran a small ad for Etoro during the video. This boosted my revenue in February. You'll notice that 3 of my videos have a little sponsored tag when you go and watch them, and there's a little ad during the first 2 minutes of the video that runs. But I think it worked pretty well, although I haven't had any sponsorship, neither from Etoro nor from anybody else since then. Although I do get a huge number of people asking, I just try to be very, very picky. I don't want to do ads for companies that I don't agree with, for companies that I don't think would be any use to my audience. So hopefully at some point I'll get some other good ones coming through. So the total across all of these affiliates and sponsored videos from September 2020 to March 2021 was $38,419, which is crazy. And this number has been growing really, really fast over the last few months. So the total amount earned on YouTube for me during the course of the first year is $47,901, which is an incredible result. And I am really, really happy with. That's actually a really pretty good salary. But as of yesterday, my Etoro account seems to have disappeared. I have tried contacting my account manager and online help, but so far I've got absolutely no response. That's slightly concerning given that they're one of my revenue streams. I have no idea if it's a technical glitch or maybe I was kicked off the platform for whatever reason. I'm kind of hoping it's the former, but this does show you how important it is to diversify your income streams. Any affiliate program can end at any moment. Even the money that you have apparently earned on that platform could be sitting there, and if it's not being paid to you, you may not ever actually go and collect it. Anything can happen. This is a really crazy world. I am planning to diversify my online business income quite a lot over the coming months. And if you're interested in exactly how I do that, my story and the learnings and some of the progress and some of the falls, I'm expecting a lot of falls, especially this one as it materializes, make sure you go and follow me on my other channel where I talk about the growth of my YouTube channel. It's called The Sasha Yanchin Story. I'm going to link it in the description below. And if you're interested in that, there's going to be a lot of really useful content on there coming up soon. Thank you very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for anyone who gets to the end of my video. And as always, I'll see you guys later.